can we come to a consensus on how to process Javi Baez as fans and media collectively? You know, I just feel like we could do Javi once the baseball season starts. The way this is trending, I don't want to be all Baez all the time. It feels like we could be. Everybody knows this terrible contract. 4 more years. $96 million owed. And I'm watching the game last night, and yeah, the bad at-bats continue. But he made a sick play at shortstop again. And
that was an amazing play.
Yeah, and so I go back to there have been teams that we've seen, that we've processed and go, all right, a no-hit all-field shortstop can play a role. We get it. Completely understand that they shouldn't be making $96 million over the next 4 years. Be the highest paid player on the team. But how do we not do Baez radio all the time? Is it going to be a team that one of the assets that helps them win games is going to be their defense? Like the way AJ Hinch talked about Gio Urshela during the broadcast last night, who's going to probably get the most innings at third base. He thinks incredibly highly of him at third. And I'm thinking about Torque, who looked like he was trending to be a good fielder, then has done some things that maybe has rattled the confidence in that, but it feels like if he could get back on track, is their infield potentially going to be a plus defensively on the left side for sure. And then if Torque can take some steps forward, maybe in 3 of the 4 spots with Colt Keith being the unknown, because we do focus a lot on offensive statistics, and understandably so. But that other side of the game is undervalued. And if Javi Baez just bats 9th, but goes out and plays high-level defense, can we just shelve the talk because we know that there's not going to be much solution to a guy that's owed this much money? I just can't see that. Certainly they're not going to be able to trade him without eating a ton of the money. And hope that he hits, but until somebody else grabs that spot, and I mean really, really proves that they're capable of doing it. I don't know what we're gonna do about Baez in terms of how we all process him.
I'm not sure either. He's going to have to play awfully well and defensively to make up for the shortcomings that he has at the plate. Mm-hmm. And I hope that the Tigers don't take opportunity away from other players that are deserving of it. Ryan Kreidler's done a really nice job so far in the spring. And you don't want to take an opportunity away from him or from Eddie Leonard, who's done really well. He's at 379 in the spring. Both Leonard and Kreidler have OPS of over 1,000. In fact, Leonard is 1178. So how's it going to translate for those guys at the major league level? Obviously not. They're not going to be over 1,000 OPS guys at the major league level.
They can force the issue.
But can they be well above 700? Can they find a way to be average? Because Baez was so bad last year. He just provided nothing offensively.
Nope.
But obviously he's got a really good glove. And he's got a strong arm, and most of the time those two work together, and it's dynamite. Sometimes he, has his mental lapses and just doesn't make the play. But if these guys are hitting and they're fielding what's in front of them, remember what A.J. Hinch said about Colt Keith.
Yep.
Just make the routine plays routine.
And you got a rookie second baseman. Having a veteran shortstop is a value next to a rookie second baseman. Do you really want Kreidler and Colt Keith to be up the middle when you actually are trying to win games this year? But
if Kreidler's supposed to be decent as a shortstop defensively, the question with him was, could he hit? And last year in the minors, he hit. And so far in spring training, he has hit. We know less about Leonard because he came from the Dodgers, but
Looks like he could be an asset.
Yeah, but he can hit. He's hitting the minor league level. I don't know if he can field, but we're looking at a team that needs to find some guys that can hit because they just didn't have enough of them last year because it is such a young team. And if these young players can hit, give them a chance.